Okay, so we've by now looked at 7 other things, and now we are going to look at number 8, costs. We've prepared you for this. We indicated that we're going to talk about finances quite a lot because finances is the reality of this whole thing. Now, you as the buyer, you are responsible for a lot of costs, and it's not a new thing. It's been like this since forever, so it shouldn't surprise you. And maybe this point should have been at the start. It's something that you must be aware of before you buy your property. I believe it is something that should be put in and take into calculation if you need to decide the amount at which you can buy your property. If you can only afford, let's say, 2 million rand and your property is 2 million rand, you're going to have problems. So the costs, you as the buyer, you are responsible for the costs of the transfer attorney. And if you're going to buy on a bond, for the bond registration attorney as well. If you just take a quick Google and you Google transfer costs calculator, you get 384 million hits. So what usually happens, we are halfway through the transfer. We, as the transfer attorney, send our pro forma account to the buyer, and then the buyer's up in arms and I didn't know of this cost. What is this? Or why is it so much? It is not something that should surprise you. You can easily calculate that beforehand. You can go to our website, francoisforster.com. There's calculators you can play around with. You can prepare yourself for that. It really puts us and attorneys or other service providers in quite a bad spot when after the deal has been done, after the sale agreement is in place, and the situation is then that the buyer can't pay or wants a discount or something like that. Now, I am not necessarily against things like that, but we're always there to assist. But it's something that you have to discuss then before you buy the property. Before you buy the property, make sure whether you can afford this or not, because these costs form parcel and package part of the buying experience of your property. There will be transfer costs of the transfer attorney, the bond registration attorney's cost, and there might be even a few other things. Obviously, a big one, depending on the amount you're going to pay for your property, would be the transfer duty, the tax to SARS. The higher the purchase price of the property gets, that one grows exponentially. So make sure you are ready for these costs. Please be prepared. Have a look at them before you make a final decision whether you can afford this property or not.